everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen my face before, my name's Emma and this is my channel where I film videos every week and upload them on Sundays. If you like this video, you know what to do, like it and subscribe because I post every week, and click the bell notification so you get notified when I do post. So as you can see, I'm quite barefaced today. It's quite nerve-wracking, but in front of the camera anyway. I thought I would film a get ready with me / sort of question, get to know me sort of video so you guys get to know me a little bit better. So I've just got some random questions that I'm going to answer while I get ready for my day. So let's get started. I'm just going to scooch in a little bit closer so you can see how disgusting this skin really is. No, just so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to scooch a little bit closer, not too much. There we go, just in a little bit closer now so you can see that I've got a few spots going at the moment that I have picked. Don't pick your spots, don't do it, it's not a good thing. So I'm just going to get started. I've got my goodie bag full of makeup beside me, and then got my brushes in that new bag that I love. So I'm going to start with a primer. I'm not doing a full face today, but I still like to put a primer on. So I'm just going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. And I'm going to blend this in while I answer a question. What's my favorite way to spend a day off? I would have to say either going on some sort of adventure, like going for a walk in the national park, or anywhere that's nice, or just having a full lazy day and binge watching some sort of TV series or movie, like having a marathon of some sorts, or filming a video. I actually really enjoy filming on my days off because that's generally when I only have the chance to. So that is the primer on. It is super nice and smoothing, doesn't feel sticky, it dries down really nicely. I really like it. And then I'm just gonna grab my favorite thing at the moment as my foundation. It's a tinted moisturizer and I am absolutely loving it. I'm wearing this all the time when I want at least a bit of coverage on my face, and that is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. It's gonna be another day of no talking very well, aren't we? That is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream in the shade Vanilla 02. I really like this. It is so nice on the skin. So I've taken to using a brush when I blend this in, just because it blends in much better than with your fingers. And while I'm doing that, what type of music am I into? I'd have to say pop. Definitely pop mainstream music, but I also love an acoustic hit. What else? I don't mind a bit of, what am I trying to say? Rap. Not a big fan of country music, but I will listen to it if someone's listening to it. I love some R&B, jazz. I love some good jazz and musicals. I absolutely love listening to musical theatre. Love it so much. So that's the base all blended in. It just gives you a nice light coverage. Now I'm just going to go in with some concealer to conceal the bags under my eyes and those pesky spots that I've got on my face. I'm just using the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Swan. And then I just use a brush to blend that in. And another question, what was the best vacation I ever took? I would have to say one of my family vacations to America the last time we were there. I absolutely loved it. I had so much fun. We went to Disneyland, of course, because you can't go to America when you're from Australia without going to Disneyland. Unless, of course, you're not a Disney person, but yeah. America was definitely my favorite holiday, although that was something like nearly 10 years ago now, I think. Yeah. So I'm definitely due for another holiday, which I was wanting to go on before coronavirus happened. So everyone's plans got put on hold this year, unfortunately. So now I'm just gonna set the face a little bit. I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I have been loving recently, and just pat it under the eye to set that concealer. Just grab a bigger brush and just lightly dust it all over the face. Now I'm just going to grab my bronzer. I use two bronzers still, the Napoleon Purtis in Mosaic Harmony bronzing powder, and then I use my Too Faced Soleil chocolate gold bronzer as well. So while I do that, I will answer another question. What are my hobbies and how did I get into them? My hobbies are singing. I love singing. I got into it after I had to stop dancing when I was younger. I picked it up because I wanted to stay in with the performing arts side. I was at a performing arts high school, so I needed to pick something up to stay there. I switched from dancing to music, and that is how I picked up singing. I also love art. I did art a lot, like you draw a lot as you were a kid, and I realized I actually really like doing it, so I love art. I did it throughout all of my high school years, did art, so I love that. What else? Dancing is a hobby of mine. I used to want to be a professional dancer, but that dream disappeared. And yeah, I used to do it a lot when I was younger. I used to compete, loved it so much, and then I had to stop. So that's when I picked up singing, and now I like to dance just for fun. Nothing serious. Yeah, I love musical theatre. I used to volunteer backstage at my local community theatre back home, which I love to do, and then I got back into doing stage shows when I moved to Sydney. So yeah, I love musical theatre. Yeah, so that's my hobbies. I don't really have many other ones. Yeah. Now I'm going to do my blush. I'm just using the Tarte Amazon Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Peaceful. I really love that blush. It is so nice to use and easy to use. And now I'm just gonna do a little bit of highlight. Another question: what was my favorite age growing up? I'd have to say 16 through 18. It was kind of like the best years because I'd found myself in high school, found what I really liked to do was making lots of friends, kind of understood where I was in the world and in that situation at the time. So I really liked those years were the good years. I mean, every year was kind of good. I had some bad ones, but you come out of them. Ooh. What's my favorite ice cream topping? Milo or hot fudge are definitely my favorite ice cream topping. I absolutely love putting Milo on ice cream. Vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, mint ice cream. I'll put Milo on pretty much anything. Same with hot fudge. Macca's hot fudge is the best. I know it's horrible, but I love Macca's hot fudge. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows, just using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, which I absolutely love, in the shade 3. So I'm just gonna fill those in quickly and I'll be back. So they are now filled in, and I'm just gonna run through with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in the shade Soft Brown. I did buy a new one, so this is nice and new packaging. I love this brow gel, and that just defines the brow hairs a little bit more. And I'm going to be using again today the Maddie Ziegler palette. I actually really like this palette. I've used it quite a lot. just because you can do a nice, really natural sort of look with it. And if you want, you can add that pop of color, which I have been doing underneath my eye. So I'm just going to use this one again today. Another question, what was the last TV show I binge watched? I'm currently rewatching, so I watched Umbrella Academy, Selling Sunsets. I'm not a big fan on the reality TV, but my flatmate got me into this one and I kind of became addicted to it. And then I've been rewatching Teen Wolf at the moment, just because with everything that's going on with COVID and lockdown and having more time on my hands, I have been a serial binge watcher of TV shows. I've went back and rewatched a lot of stuff, finished a lot of seasons that I wasn't able to finish, so it's been a lot. Am I into podcasts or do I only listen to music? It depends. If I have a long drive and I'm doing it by myself, I will find a podcast to listen to. I kind of like mysterious ones about aliens or myths or like conspiracy theories. I kind of like listening to them, or anything to do with sort of fitness or health advice I really like listening to, or anything to do with meditation to help with anxiety and all that sort of stuff, because that's gotten worse thanks to everything that's currently going on. But yeah, generally I'm a music person. I will put music on in the morning, in night, in the car as soon as I get in it. Yeah, definitely music more than podcasts. Podcasts is if I'm really bored and I kind of need something to help me stay awake. So I'm gonna start the eye look. I'm just gonna take the shade Latte, this brown one right there, and just start putting it in the outer corner. Do I like going to the movies or do I prefer watching movies at home? I like going to the movies, as long as it's something new that I haven't seen before and it's something I really want to see. If it's not, I generally won't go. I'm not just going to go to the movies for the sake of it. I'm not someone that does that. Yeah, unless there is something I really want to see on, I won't go to the movie. I won't. I'd watch it, wait till it comes out on Netflix or on YouTube to rent, and I would rent it over watching it. What's my favorite sleeping position? Starfish. Starfish, straight middle of the bed, is my 100% favorite sleeping position. I feel sorry for the person that ever has to sleep with me next, because I like to take up the whole entire bed. I also do sleep with 2 pillows either side of me that I like to hug. In summer, would I rather go to the beach or go camping? Beach. I'm not a camping person at all. Not at all. No, thank you. Unless it's glamping. I'll go glamping, but I'm not the biggest fan of sleeping outdoors. The no toilet thing is the biggest issue for me. I struggle with that. What meal is my favorite, breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Dinner. Dinner's my favorite meal. I will happily skip breakfast and lunch, but I prefer to eat dinner. Or like have a lunch and dinner together and eat like a big meal that I don't have to eat dinner. Yeah, I hate breakfast. I suck at eating breakfast. So I just took the shade Latte M3 and Kenny, and I just kind of created that brown wing. And now I'm gonna take the shade Godmum and then Godfather and kind of blend the two over the lid, just using my finger because it's honestly the best way to put shadows on. So that's that eye look all done. I quite like that shade. What activity instantly calms me? Swimming. I love to just get in the water and relax, or get in a spa and relax, and luckily my apartment has a pool and a spa, so if I really need to relax or calm down, I will go there. Otherwise I just kind of lie down and deep breathe and just calm my breathing down if I have really gotten myself worked up. Yeah, that's kind of the tricks I use. So I did just want to add a pop of color, so I'm going to take the shade 5, which is the blue shade, and then 5 and the green, and just put them underneath my eye, just like that. Just a little pop of color, which I really like. I recently got into starting to do brown liner instead of black liner, just because it gives it a more natural look rather than a full-on crazy winged look. So I bought the Fenty Beauty Eye Pencil Long Wear Pencil Eyeliner in the shade Big Truffle, which I really like. I absolutely love the packaging. It's this kind of dark brown like that, and it's really easy to blend, and I love this. You can put the lid on top of it on the end of the pencil, so it kind of feels like you're drawing. What's the phone app I most use? Instagram. 100% Instagram. I use that way too often. If I'm bored, I'll scroll through Instagram, and TikTok. I use TikTok a lot. If you want to follow me on either of those, my Instagram is Little Red M and my TikTok is EmmaCusack26. So go follow me over there. I post quite a bit on Instagram, but not too much on TikTok. So go follow me over there. Would I rather cook or order in? Order in. Much prefer to order in, especially if I'm in a lazy mood. But there are a few things that I'll prefer to cook, such as Mexican. I prefer my own. Pizza, definitely prefer my own pizza, and just the general spaghetti. I prefer to cook my own rather than buy it, just because I think mine is better. Not that I make anything from scratch, I just prefer mine a bit better. So I'm just going to grab that brown liner and do a little wing. Just going to go do that off camera. I will be back. So that's the liner on. I really like it. It's just a nice little brown look to go with the look that we've got today. What's my favorite board game? Monopoly. I love Monopoly. It is such a good game. And Cards Against Humanity. Yes, it's not really a game. It's more of a fun sort of laugh your head off sort of game, but we have a tradition in our family where we play both of them at Christmas, and it is a great laugh. So yeah, definitely those two. How do I take my coffee? I don't drink coffee. No, I do not drink coffee. I don't like coffee at all. So yes, I don't do. I drink hot chocolate. If I'm going to have anything, I'll drink hot chocolate. If I could have an exotic animal as a pet, if it was not animal cruelty, I would have a dolphin. I would live by the ocean with a massive sort of enclosed area and have a dolphin. But that is animal cruelty. Animals shouldn't be in captivity unless they need it for their own safety. What would be the first thing I'd do if I won the lottery? Look at buying my own house or apartment, and probably, depending how much I won, quit my job. That'd be the first two things I'd do. And then I'd probably go buy a car, maybe 2 or 3. Give some money to people that I love. I've thought a lot about winning the lottery. Okay. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise mascara. I absolutely am in love with this one. It is a clumpy mascara, so if you do not like that, do not get this one. So I'm just going to put that on, and that's the mascara on. Super voluminous. What's my favorite thing about my current job? Well, before COVID, it was the fact that I got to do really cool jobs and gigs, and I got to be a part of some really awesome experiences, like the Firefight concert. So yeah, how much time do I spend with my family? Not as much as I would want to. I only see them about, depends if they come down to Sydney, I see them a lot more, or if I go up to them, I see them about maybe every 2 to 3 months. It just depends on how busy my life is, how busy their life is. Also currently what's going on with COVID, whether it's safe for them to come to Sydney or whether it's safe for me to go back home. It just depends on that. So yeah, not as much as I would like to see them. I'll answer 2 more questions, I think. 2 or 3 more questions. I'm just going to pop my favorite thing on, which is my Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. I absolutely love this. So that is the final look, and I'll just answer a few more questions. If I could do anything besides what I'm currently doing, what would I do? Be a performer. I'd be a singer, performing around the world or a part of musicals, that would be what I would be doing. And last one, a nice fun one. If I could have a superpower, what would it be? I have thought a lot about this. It's come up in many conversations over the years, and I've said many different things: speed, flying, telekinesis. I really have no idea what I would actually like. I think I would have to go the power to manipulate objects, people, but be able to, I wouldn't abuse it. I wouldn't ever actually manipulate someone. I'd just manipulate objects. Say you could lift things, tidy things, do stuff, that sort of thing. Make life a little bit easier. But yeah, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me. I'm now ready to go out. I've got my cozy jumper on, which I love. It's just a Levi's men's jumper in a size large because I love an oversized jumper, and I'm kind of obsessed with the color yellow at the moment. I got introduced to it by my mum and I absolutely have been loving the color. So when I saw this, I had to have it, and I thank my mum for getting it for me because she knows how much I loved it. So thank you, Mum, if you were watching this. I love this jumper. But yeah, that's the end of the video today. If you liked this one, you know what to do. Subscribe and like it, and leave a comment down below with any suggestions or any questions that you have and you want to ask me, and I will post another one next week. So make sure you click on the bell icon so you can see when I post, and I will see you all next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great week. Bye for now.